In War Thunder battles, light tanks are used in the reconnaissance and fire support roles. As evident from the name, light tanks are typically highly mobile combat vehicles that are fitted with powerful guns and next to no armor. Today we're going to speak about the best tanks of this type, known for their aptitude for ambushes and surprise attacks. Let's go. The first vehicle for today is the German DF-105. It combines the best qualities of the Marder IFV and the French AMX-13, which provided it with a hull and a turret, respectively. The vehicle has a max speed of 70 km per hour, and it's the same when going forward or reversing. It's armed with a 105mm cannon that has an auto-loading system with 12 shells in its magazines, and the gun is mounted in an oscillating turret. The DV-105 makes for a great ambusher, which is hardly surprising, but it's also a pretty good pick for a more aggressive playstyle. Just don't forget about its flaws: the limited vertical traverse of its gun and a bit of a gun wobble. Next up is the Soviet Object 906. The tank is armed with an 85mm gun with an autoloader, a 2-plane stabilizer, and very powerful rounds with explosive filler. As a flanker, this monster of a tank poses a big threat to MBTs. Thanks to its transmission, it can go pretty fast even in reverse and can move from one position to another very quickly. And it's also amphibious, which means that it can go where other vehicles can't. Number 5 on our list is the American HSTV-L, a prototype that was very much on the forefront of military technology available in the early 1980s. Its auto-loading system only takes 1.5 seconds to reload the vehicle's 75mm gun, which is also stabilized in 2 planes, by the way, and the tank's low profile and armor arrangement provide it with quite a lot of survivability. The HSTV-L is a great pick for a hyper-aggressive hit-and-run playstyle, and it's capable of dealing with several opponents at once. Then we have another American experimental tank, the Teledyne AGS. The unique thing about this vehicle is that it comes with an unmanned turret, allowing you to engage your opponents from the safety of a hull-down position behind cover. A subcaliber round hitting your turret would only disable your gun at most, but we can't forget about rounds with explosive filler. They can still do a lot of damage, so be careful. Apart from the unusual turret though, the AGS is a pretty conventional modern tank with a 105mm cannon and decent mobility. It's not bad, obviously, but it's not exceptional in any other way. We've made it to the top 3, and the first vehicle here is the American XM8. This is a speedy light tank that's perfect for people that prefer the active, aggressive playstyle. The XM8 is armed with a standard 105mm cannon, but it takes the gun only 5 seconds to reload, giving it an edge in most engagements. It also has a pretty big first stage ammo rack and an autoloader, meaning that you don't really have to be stingy with your shots and can concentrate on eliminating your enemies. In second place, we have the PT-76-57, a modern variant of the PT-76, a Soviet amphibious light tank. It received a new transmission, a new engine, but most importantly, it was fitted with a new combat module, with a stabilized 57mm autocannon as well as additional equipment like a laser rangefinder. A good burst from the new cannon can quickly take care of any opponent regardless of its weight class, but the PT-76-57 itself won't win any awards for its survivability. Just like the original model, it has very weak armor. Furthermore, the vehicle still has pretty limited gun depression. Finally, the gold medal goes to the French Char 25T. Characteristics-wise, it's getting into the medium tank territory, at least partially due to its armor and a 90mm cannon with an autoloader. The Char 25T is a great fit for reconnaissance duty, but, if need be, it can easily eliminate several opponents in a row thanks to its M82 APC-BC rounds. 1 round for each of your opponents would be more than enough. At the same time, there are plenty of other good vehicles in the game that didn't quite make it to our list, but still deserve your attention. So get ready for a few honorable mentions. The Austrian SK-105, which can be found in both the French and the German tech trees, comes with an excellent autoloader. Thanks to this, the 105mm cannon of the tank takes only 4 seconds to reload. The American T-92 is a great vehicle for deliberate plays out of cover, and the Soviet PT-76B stands out from the mid-rank crowd due to its stabilized, quick-firing gun with heat ammo. Light tanks should be handled with extra care, but one good flanking attack with them can completely change the outcome of a fight. High risk, high reward. In other words, exactly what you need if you like to live dangerously. But what are your favorite light tanks? Tell us in the comments below.